This is a video for class Computer Science 1213 Introduction to Computing for the program found at the end of Chapter 2, the project identified as 2.3. I started Alice and I set the background as the sea floor, and I did not modify the perspective of the seafloor at all. The first thing I need to do for this, and just to give you an update on the background, you have a clownfish followed by a shark. Clownfish goes off screen and a much bigger clownfish comes in from the other side and chases the shark away. So to set up the scene, I will need a shark and a couple of clownfish. I find those in the swimmer class under the fish classes. You have a shark over here and the clownfish right here. I'm going to grab a clownfish, put it up here, call it clownfish, it's fine. And now I'm going to rotate it. I need that off color so I know which one I'm on. Okay. And I'm going to make him a little bit bigger so you can see it better. Get him out of the bottom. All right. So here's our clownfish. Now he's going to need to start swimming. So I'm going to edit the code. Right now I'm on this. I need to be on the clownfish because I want the clownfish to swim. You know what though? The shark is going to need to swim as well. And if I had one piece of code that all the fish could use for swimming, it would save me space. So let me look up here. They came from the swimmer class and the fish subclass. Now the shark and the clownfish are both in the fish subclass. So if I put a swimming procedure in here, it could apply for both clownfish and the shark. So I'm going to hit add a fish procedure. And let's just call it swim. Something nice and short. Okay. So what I'm going to want this fish to do is I want them to move their tail. So I'm going to use this turn statement. Oh wait. Yeah. I'm going to use this turn statement. And I'm going to want it to move, let's say left. It doesn't matter, left or right, either one. And we'll have it move 0.2. But I don't want to turn this because this is the whole thing. Let's just leave it there and see what it looks like. And then when they move their tail, then I want them to move forward, let's say 0.5. Okay, so let's run that, see what it looks like. Oh, nothing. Doesn't look like anything. If I go back over here and click on the clownfish, then right here it shows me this sub procedure under fish. The clownfish can do this because it's inside this class of fish. So I can pull this over. So now my first method will run. It'll see this. Okay, get the clownfish and tell the clownfish to swim. So now when we run it, the fish turned left and then moved. But none of the fins moved. Let me rerun it again. Take a look. And that's it. Not too exciting. So if we look back over here in the swim idea, we don't want the whole fish to move because we want him to move across the screen. We just want the tail to move. So if I click on the down arrow for this and then this right arrow here, then there's an option at the bottom to get the tail. So this is, whatever fish it is, get the tail and turn it left 0.2. And then move the fish forward 0.5. So let's see what that does. Okay, there's a definite, that's better, but there's a definite disconnect between the tail moving and the fish moving. So what I want to do is I want to do those two things together. So I'm going to move the tail and move the fish forward at the same time by putting them inside of this do together box. I need to have the tail move back. So what if I copy this to the clipboard and then bring it back here? Only this time I want the tail to move right. I'm going to have it move, I'm going to try 0.4 and move it halfway. And then I'm going to have it turn left 0.2, which should make the tail end up straight. Let's see what happens. Point 0.4 might be a bit much. So I can change that. I'm going to say 0.3. And then a 0.1. See what that looks like. Yeah, I like that better. And you could repeat that routine, or alternatively, if we go back here, we could just have them do it again, right here. Now let's run it and see what happens. Not too bad. Let's restart it and do it a little quicker. Okay. So that's how you could set up a method. This method is called swim, and it will work with both clownfish and the shark. Because see, this here is whatever fish you're on, get the tail. Whatever fish you're on, move it forward. That's why it'll work with any of them. So you want methods that will work with more than one object. That's the important point. If we look back over here in my first method, we do the clownfish. If we had a shark, we'd have the shark swim. And in the video, you have the shark and the clownfish move at the same time. So if you're going to do that, then put the clownfish and the shark in a do together where they're both swimming. They're both doing this swim method at the same time. Now, one thing about turning, let's look back over here. Here's a turn. If we turn the entire fish, if we turn it 0.5, then it turns halfway around. And if we turn it 1.0, it turns all the way around. You can play with that. see how it works. So there's some hints for this particular program. Enjoy playing with it, get it to work well, and I look forward to grading your work. Thank you.